Have you fallen down the cottage industry rabbit hole yet? Well, if not, buckle up, Alice, and click on over to the description in the show notes and sign up. Then you can get ready for the most fun induction into the cult of all things yarn and fiber. This will include, but not limited to, free yarn, free ebooks, patterns, coupons, and much more. You don't want to miss out.
You are listening to Crime, Coffee, and Crafts, a podcast featuring two crafty besties who love true crime and a good cup of joe.
Hey, amateur sleuths. I'm Kristen.
I'm Mighty. Sorry, for anybody who's not watching. Yeah, we just, do stuff to make each other laugh sometimes.
Yes.
How's it going?
Oh, it's okay.
In the land of internets.
The internets have been so frustrating this last week.
But, we're getting there. We'll get there. Someday, somebody will put real internet at your house.
I know.
And it'll be so fast that we won't know what to do with ourselves. Putting it out there into the universe.
Yes, universe. Because this last week has been hell on wheels.
Freaking internet.
Yeah. But here we are. We're doing it again.
We're chugging along.
Chugga chugga choo choo.
Exactly.
How was your week?
Does it count if I don't remember?
Yeah, it still happened.
I don't really know. I did go to our local record shop.
Oh, nice. I love that shop.
So, yeah, that was fun.
Yeah.
And, yeah. What did I even get? I don't even remember what I got.
You showed me a picture of something and I don't.
Oh, yeah. It's the Doobie Brothers.
Yeah, there you go.
This is when I get excited when I find, used stuff.
Yes, I found some recently. I found Amy Grant, Linda Ronstadt.
Oh my gosh.
And Peter, Paul, and Mary.
Amy Grant, that's hysterical. Sorry.
I think she was one of the original mall performers in the 80s.
Yeah, and very Christian, but she got in trouble because she was Christian and singing about
sinning.
Anyway, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Now I'm on the hunt for a very specific album that I can't afford, so I put it on my wish list on Amazon.
Oh,
from some of the used sellers on Amazon.
Is it Jane's Addiction?
It is a Jane's Addiction album. It's a very rare one though, and even reproductions cost around $200.
Oof.
So there's an original from 1987, and it's like $300, and I'm like, somebody love me enough to buy this for me, please. That'd be great.
Yeah,
but not gonna happen. So, but it's like the album that I just posted in my story about. That's the album.
Yeah, but it's the every time the songs play from that album, I think of Heidi and us being 15.
It's the live album. That's the thing. It's a live album that came out in '87. So when I was 5. Still love it to this day. Anyway.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my iPad locked on me. All right. So are we ready for the coffee?
Yes.
I'm ready for more coffee. I've only had half of my cup.
I had one. I'm on number 2, but I've been up since 5.
We're
So
twinning.
Yay!
Twinning mugs.
I've been up for 3.5 hours. I should have had more coffee than this.
My eyeballs hurt this morning when I woke up.
Mine are like dry, so my vision is.
They felt like rocks were in there.
Mm-hmm.
Today we are drinking Forager coffee.
Oh, yay!
My little local coffee shop. I'm so excited. I bought stickers from them too.
Nice.
They do not have a website as far as I know. But you
they're just so local.
Yeah, they're brand new. They just opened like a
couple
months ago.
You mentioned that.
We've been waiting for them to open for like 2 years now. Yeah.
COVID, guys. COVID times.
Well, and they were like remodeling their space.
Right.
It's glorious in there.
Nice.
So anyway, if you're local to the Cincinnati area, go to Milford and look for Forager because it is the bomb. They only have one coffee. One coffee, and they use it for their espresso, their drip, everything.
We should ask them if they are interested in label collaboration.
That's a good idea. I hadn't thought of that. And we might have an in because the owner's husband is one of our customers for the tree business.
Nice. Hey, if they're interested in our artistic abilities,
that could be fun.
Heidi does digital, I do the originals.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
This is serious shit.
We're always trying to branch out.
Serious business here, y'all.
Yep.
Before I get to my craft though, I keep forgetting to talk about the show I just went to. Did I talk about it on here yet?
No. Well, you talked about going to the festival. And you worked there, but you didn't talk about the other stuff. Like what transpired. Yeah, I met some cool people there and really excited for what could be happening. Mm-hmm. But while I was there, a Knoxville online magazine reached out to me about interviewing me. And so I did it. And it just got published. It just went live. Knoxville Voyager is the name of it. It's a really great article, guys. Yeah. And Heidi's doing things. It's really exciting. But so yeah. I'm proud of you. Throw that in there. Thanks. I ordered some editorial versions of it. Yeah, I think you need to frame it and put it up in your office. I have to send one to my mom. Yes. Of course. Okay. Now on to my craft. Speaking of yarn and stuff. Because I got this yarn. This is my first ever. So like by trade, I'm a crocheter, not a knitter. Right. But this is knitting and it's my first cable knit. I'm really excited. I love that color. That's a really pretty yarn. So this yarn is naturally dyed. Mm-hmm. Using like tree bark and bugs and stuff. So yeah, I met this woman. She was across from me at that show that I just did. Oh, okay. And her mom actually lives not very far from us. Oh, so nice. I'm actually going to go take a dye class with her, a natural dye class. I'm so excited. That is awesome. Yay. I can't wait. I love it. Okay. Now for the really sad stuff. Dudes, this case, if you don't want to hear about stuff happening to children, I would just skip this one. I'm not going to not cover children cases because they need to they're important to they're important to talk about not only the stories, but also, I mean, we can't hide behind the blanket of denial. No. There's bad shit happening everywhere to everyone. Yes. And it's important to talk about. So. Yes. Here we are. We're here for it. Oh, man. Yeah. So thanks to my little sister, Jamie, for bringing this specific case up to me. So I asked her, like, are there any cases? Because she listens and she's really into true crime too.
Nice.
I asked her if there were any cases she would want to hear more about. And so she just told me, didn't even like know the name. She was just like a little girl, blah, blah, blah. She was kidnapped at a Walmart. Her mom just like let her go with some guy or something. So this case, it's rough. It's a rough one. So we're covering the murder of Cherish Lily Perrywinkle.
Okay.
Teeny tiny little human being. Trigger warnings. Those trigger warnings, y'all. Kidnapping, pedophilia, rape, murder, and a little bit of autopsy talk. Just because it goes with the whole story.
Right.
And failure of our justice system. In my opinion, the laws really need to change on people like this. I feel like even a 3 strikes law is too many strikes against somebody who does this kind of stuff.
Yeah, and there's not many states that do 3 strikes.
Unless it's a felony. California is the only one I know that has 3 strikes.
Yeah.
3 strikes, you're fucked. You're done for. I like that law.
Speaking of, I have a 3 strikes rule in my house.
Really?
Yes. One day I decided, this is a side note, guys, just for
awesome.
for raising children. One of these days during the summertime, we had an arts and crafts day. And I had my mother set out to have my kids do 3 tickets a piece. They got to draw whatever they wanted on there. And then my mother laminated them, and then she stuck a string through it. And then we proceeded to tell them what they were for. Those tags are their tickets per day. And if they cause me to raise my voice, or they hit each other, or they fight, they get a ticket taken. If they get 3 in one day, they have no electronics or anything except for reading for the whole week.
That's fucking awesome.
So
she's mom and heart over there, y'all.
The last couple weeks, this last week was vacation week, and so it was a little harder because we were out of town for a few days, but I still tried to implement it best I could. But I have done really well at keeping my cool. Like, I'm not having to raise my voice. They're listening better. So 3 strikes rule is good, guys. I like it.
I think that's a good idea.
Yeah.
It's bad I can't implement it with my
dogs.
Household. Not just dogs.
Dwight. Ben.
Oh my gosh. Yeah.
I bet you could implement it on Ben.
Yeah. Oh my God. My eyes are watering now. This is funny. Oh God.
In some instances, 3 strikes rule is a good one.
Yes. So you're going to wish that there was one for this case for sure.
Sounds like it.
All right, let's get into it. Cherish Lily Periwinkle. What a cute little name.
I know. I have a chicken named Periwinkle.
Oh. She was born on Christmas Eve in 2004 in Jacksonville.
This is really
yes.
This is a very recent case.
Yes. She's from Jacksonville, Florida. So, Florida. Yikes.
Florida.
Florida. She had 2 sisters and was raised by her mother, Rain Periwinkle. Oh, I forgot to turn on my do not disturb. How do I do that real quick? There we go. All right. Her father, Billy Giroux, and her mother had some custody battles over the years after Rain won a paternity suit when Cherish was almost 3 years old.
Okay.
So Billy, the dad, was a retired Navy sailor
and he lived out in California. But once that paternity suit happened and he was proven to be the dad, he totally stepped up to the plate and was like, you know, he wanted to be in her life. He wanted to see his kid. So he fought for that. Which
That's good.
I think that is incredible. I like that.
I commend single fathers fighting for what's right for them.
Yes.
As long as they're good fathers.
Yes. Cherish was an absolutely beautiful child inside and out. She loved all of the same things that we love. Dogs, art, reading.
Oh.
Hell
yes.
It. In the first grade, she was student of the month for November 2011.
No.
Cherish had just finished second grade and she was preparing to go visit her dad for part of the summer out in California. Her dad was looking forward to seeing her, but that excitement quickly dissipated. Instead of Cherish getting on a plane to travel to see her dad on the 22nd, police were discovering her beaten and lifeless body.
No.
Billy Giroux told News 4 Jax, quote, I woke up at 4:30 in the morning on the 23rd of June 2013, and I went to get ready to pick her up at the airport. She was supposed to be flying in. June 21st of 2013, so we're getting to the day that everything happened.
Okay.
This was a hot day in Jacksonville, Florida. Like really fucking hot. Yikes.
Yeah, it's very hot down there.
But in the evening, it cooled down to a perfect mid-70s temperature. So Rain and her 3 young daughters, 8-year-old Cherish was the oldest of the 3.
Mm-hmm.
They all went out on a shopping trip together at about 8 p.m. So they were shopping at a Dollar General where Rain was overheard by a man named Donald Smith telling someone in the store that she couldn't afford to buy a dress for Cherish.
Okay.
So Donald Smith took this opportunity to strike up a conversation with Rain, stating that he could buy her kids some clothes.
Oh.
After all, he had a Walmart gift card. At least that's what he claimed.
Right.
And Rain initially said no to his offer, but he assured her his wife was coming too. So
yeah, he definitely used quite a ruse.
He gained her trust, and she basically said, normally I wouldn't do this, but you know, since your wife's going to be there, sure. So she decided to go ahead and loaded herself and her kids into Donald Smith's white van.
Oh, he even had a white van.
Uh-huh. And they all headed to Walmart together. So on their way there, I guess he told her that his wife actually had the gift card and that she was going to be meeting them there, like as they were driving.
Yeah.
Like,
it's lovely, lovely fake story.
I'm just like, red flags, red flags, red flags.
Yeah.
But I mean, you know, hindsight.
It seems like she was desperate.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, bad things happen when we're desperate.
Right. And I know that like in her past, she had like been in a homeless shelter and stuff like that. Like she had a rough life. And unfortunately that puts you into like a desperate mode where you're going to unfortunately do shitty things to get what you need. So they got to Walmart. They spent the next 2-ish hours walking around the store shopping.
2 hours?
I know.
How do you spend 2 hours in anywhere?
Yeah, I know. I'm like, I don't
like shopping.
No, I don't even spend 2 hours in Costco. I'm like half hour. I get everything I need. I get the fuck out.
But we're different than a lot
but
of people,
also like with little kids.
That's a long time to
But,
keep
like,
their attention.
It's also late at night. Very late.
Yeah.
So by this point,
Yeah.
it's after 10 p.m. and the kids are hungry. They haven't had dinner yet.
Mm-hmm.
So Donald offered to go get them all cheeseburgers from a McDonald's, I guess, that was inside the store.
Yeah, Walmart does have either like a Subway or something.
Yeah.
Usually.
But when he left, he didn't leave alone. Cherish went with him. Little sweet 8-year-old Cherish went with him. And she could be seen on surveillance cameras skipping out of the store with Donald Smith. Happy. She was wearing her favorite headband. She had a cute little dress on.
Yeah.
They didn't go to the McDonald's inside the store. They left the store. And then they were both seen on surveillance driving away in Donald Smith's van. This was the last time Cherish was seen alive by anyone other than Donald Smith.
Ugh, it's so awful.
So around 11 p.m., Rain called the police to report her daughter's kidnapping. 5 hours later, an Amber Alert was issued. That took a while.
That's
a long time. But this was a while ago ish. I feel like they've gotten more on top of their Amber Alert.
Yeah, they're pretty immediate nowadays.
Yeah.
Like once we put in the system that someone is missing, that goes out all over.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So the very next morning, June 22nd, the day that she was supposed to be flying out on June 20th, that evening to go to her dad's, Cherish's body was found behind Highlands Baptist Church in a creek, and she was covered with brush and debris.
Yeah.
The police quickly identified Donald Smith as the asshole who kidnapped her.
Well, I mean, it would have to be because he's on all the cameras and everything.
And the mom, like, he was the last person that had her.
Yeah, the connection is definitely.
Yeah. And the police knew what he was driving because that's on surveillance too. So that white van became their main focus in finding him. It didn't take them long to find the van either. The very next morning at about 9 a.m., his van was seen by police on a freeway. So they actually cornered him. And when they looked at him closer, they saw he was soaking wet. Wonder why. She was found in a creek. He's soaking wet. Kind of goes hand in hand. And he didn't put up a fight. He surrendered and was arrested and charged with kidnapping, sexual battery of a person under 12, and first-degree murder.
I have so many questions, but go ahead.
Okay. Inside his van were the items Rain had purchased at Dollar General. Donald was well known by the police because Donald was a repeat sex offender.
Oh.
He had a very, very long criminal past dating back to the 70s.
Dang.
He had had a lot of offenses against minors. This motherfucker had only gotten out of jail 3 weeks before this happened. And it's not, he didn't just flash these children like what happened to me a lot when I was a kid, which is really weird.
Yeah.
He didn't just molest. He kidnapped people in the past as well. He attempted to kidnap other people in the past as well. Like, put this fucker away.
So, yeah. Why is he still?
Because crimes, he hadn't murdered anyone yet. Sex crimes.
Right.
Do not get true justice that they need. I just don't get it.
No.
So the authorities believed Donald got Cherish into his van, where he proceeded to bind her before he brutally raped her and strangled her to death.
No, poor baby.
That's a terrible way to go.
Poor child. Yeah.
Because that takes a long time. And this guy should have never been out of jail.
No, he should have never been free to
I feel like sex offenders
crimes.
Well, and it's like he's kidnapping people. He's doing specific things that are definitely related to someday he's going to murder someone.
Yeah, it just shows an escalation of his MO. Like he's
right.
Over the years just getting worse and worse and worse.
Right. And I personally think, like, if you touch little kids, you should be fucking locked up for life, period. I don't care. If you rape people, you should be locked up for fucking life. I just don't care.
Yeah, because it's just such a violent criminal behavior, and it's just I don't understand why society and why the judicial system is the way it is, except it's archaic and there's a lot of things that need to change. So
yes.
I think it's sad. It really is. And I'm kind of speechless about it all, because it's not the first time that there's been this type of situation.
No, it happens a lot. It happens way too often. And I just keep thinking about, like, even what did happen to me growing up, just being flashed as many times as I was. Most of those guys never even got arrested. They never got caught until the last time.
Yeah.
That was the last time that it happened. And that motherfucker got what was coming to him.
Yeah.
He finally got arrested. And it was known that he was a repeat offender in jail. So he got his fucking shit in jail. Good on ya. But I can't imagine, like, these children that go through way worse shit.
Yeah.
Imagine that trauma that it's causing.
It makes it more difficult for them to have a proper adult life.
Yes, exactly.
Because it just carries over all these years. And if you don't work through your trauma, it could create a lifetime of either abusing others or substance abuse, because you're numbing the pain of what you went through.
Thinking that that's normal.
And
a lot of them think that that's normal behavior, and they think that it's okay to be in a relationship like that. So they end up marrying people that treat them those same ways, which is really fucked up.
Which comes to another thing of, like, boys will be boys.
Oh, fuck no.
And teaching girls that if a boy pulls your hair or makes fun of you, that's love. That's not love. That's creating a unhealthy relationship between people. It's never okay to hurt someone because you like them. And it's not just a boys will be boys situation. They need to be taught that that's not okay behavior. And girls, or those that are growing up believing that that's the way, they need to have their whole psyche changed, because that is not, that creates a situation where folks believe that if they're constantly being picked on or made fun of or pinned into a corner or abused or beaten, that's normal.
Right.
That's not normal love.
And it's not just from bad people doing bad things to little kids. There's another side of it too, where it's like, this is going off on a whole thing. Parents, like, how they treat each other in front of their kids,
right,
is teaching the children how to be treated. So like if mom is getting yelled at constantly by dad, she, their daughter is going to think that that's how she's supposed to be treated by her partner.
Correct.
Oh God. Anyway, but then like pedophiles, like they keep getting out on good behavior. Okay.
A lot of them
pedophiles. There's no children in the prison system, so they're not going to get in any trouble unless they're fighting, which honestly, like
they usually keep to themselves.
Right. Because nobody wants
when they
be friends with them.
Most times when they get out, they go and reoffend.
Yeah.
It just is the way it is.
Yeah.
There's not a lot of reform in it. I'm sorry. I wish it could be different, but not one instance have I ever
even the
someone.
Ones who have resisted their urges have straight up said they are not rehabilitated.
Mm-hmm.
I just wonder when our system is finally going to realize that they can't be rehabilitated. I don't think it's ever going to happen.
I don't know what it's going to take.
God, I wish it would. So anyway, now that I got all that out.
we did. We got a lot of...
So at least this guy finally got arrested for something serious, and it's not going to happen to another kid. From him, anyway. But Donald Smith's trial was quite a spectacle. It was quite a trial.
Yeah.
And even I can't believe that the prosecution got away with some of the shit they got away with. But they did. So whatever. Lock him up. So his trial began in February of 2018.
Wow.
I know. The trial was rough, to say the least. The prosecution was able to use photos of the crime scene and the autopsy, even though the defense tried their hardest to have those photos suppressed.
Well, you got to have the jury needs to know.
Well, yes,
but they needed to.
They were also having the medical examiner testify.
Right.
So their thing was that because she was testifying, they didn't need the pictures, but it's like to really get the point across.
You need to have that visual.
I think those visuals are very important to most people.
Because that's gonna, I mean, you can sit on a stand and paint a picture of facts and try and reach into their minds and souls or whatever,
right?
But really the picture, the graphic gruesome
says everything.
Right. It says this was a horrific act of violence. This man needs to go away. Period. Done.
Yep. So the medical examiner who was present at Cherish's body while it was recovered from the creek and who performed her autopsy took the stand. She had to take a break from her own testimony to gather herself. It was that bad.
Because that's it
was pretty bad. Talking about what happened to Cherish was just too much, and to top it off, they had 26 photos of this like terrifyingly tragic thing that happened.
Yeah.
Like this is straight out of everybody's worst nightmares.
Of course.
Her and every juror were in tears after seeing these photos. Like gasping and looking away, but like they had to see them. I can't imagine. Like that sticks with you. So I've got some like conversation between like from the actual trial. So the prosecutor, I'm going to show you 2 more photographs of the dissection taken of Cherish Periwinkle's throat. Will you first tell the jury what you saw when you dissected her throat? Dr. Rao, yes. So what we do is, I'm sorry, I just need a break. Have about 5 minutes. Court, you want a 5-minute break? I think we'll all take a break for 10 minutes. Thank you. The defense attorney tried for a mistrial, but the judge denied it. After the 10-minute break, because like the emotion, they just want to suck all that emotion out of a trial. But like, holy shit.
You need that emotion to get a real verdict.
Yes. So after the 10-minute break, the trial continued without any more interruptions. The state called a crime lab analyst to the stand where he testified about DNA. Fucking thank goodness for DNA.
I know.
Donald
helped a lot.
Yeah. Donald Smith's DNA was on and inside Cherish's body. And of course, the state used the surveillance footage of Donald Smith leading Cherish to his van. So I think it's safe to say all of this evidence was pretty damning. During the closing arguments, the prosecution was quoted at one point saying this, quote, "And from the grave," this is where I'm like, holy shit, I can't believe they got away with it. But thank God they did.
Yeah.
"And from the grave, she's crying out to you, Donald Smith raped me. Donald Smith sodomized me. Donald Smith strangled me until every last breath left my body." Like, what a fucking...
So
I'm getting teared up just saying it out loud. The jury took a whole 19 minutes because they had to find every single little thing because they were going for death. Because it's Florida and they can.
Right. They can still do the death penalty.
So they took a whole 19 minutes to find this shitbag guilty of first-degree murder and sexual battery. During the phase of the trial where they determine any penalties, Donald Smith had 9 of his own witnesses. I know. His son, a psychologist, and a neurologist were among the 9.
Like, for his defense?
Uh-huh. Unfortunately for him, the prosecution had only one witness that they called up. And this person was a prior victim of an attempted kidnapping by Donald Smith back in 1992.
For the defense.
This was the prosecution brought.
For the prosecution. Okay. I was like,
no.
What?
The prosecution had only one witness they called, and it was one of his old victims.
It was one of his victims.
Yeah. So, hallelujah. Donald Smith was sentenced to death in May of 2018. The decision was unanimous. Donald has filed an appeal, but it wasn't even given the time of day. Like, they didn't even...
No.
I don't even think they looked over it. They didn't even, like, look at it at all. They were like, you're an idiot. You are where you deserve to be. And I hope you rot in hell, is what... no. So Mom, Rain Perrywinkle, was quoted as saying she hopes he burns in hell, which is a very kind statement in my eyes, honestly.
Yeah.
I don't think I would have been able to keep my calm.
I think he should be stabbed under his nail beds with needles over and over and over again for days on end while his eyelids are posed open. So he has to watch it.
I like this. I like that torture. Okay. Yeah. So that's my case. I do have a ton of sources though.
Yeah, I'm sure there was a lot on this one.
Newspapers.com, Wikipedia, YouTube, FloridaSupremeCourt.org, News4Jax.com, Casetext.com, and People.com.
What a shitbag.
Like, seriously, the worst human being ever designed.
Yeah.
Like, wow.
We had a similar case, but luckily the little girl didn't die.
Yeah, seriously. And hope she's okay.
Yeah.
Seriously. Don't be a shitbag. Just don't be a shitbag.
Don't be a shitbag.
That's
we have stickers coming.
Yeah, we're making stickers
don't
that
be
say
a
don't be a shitbag. I think I just want to leave them plain text. Just get the point across. Don't be a shitbag.
Yeah.
Anyway, that was fun.
Oh, yeah. I'm super pumped.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm going to go hug my kids.
I'm sure.
Go hug your loved ones and
hug your babies.
Stay safe
and don't trust people that offer to buy your kids food and clothing. Even if they talk you into it, just don't. Even if they try to like talk you into it and gain your trust, just don't. If you don't know them, seriously.
Even if you do know them.
Yeah, it's true.
I'm not trusting.
More often than not, it's somebody you're related to.
Yeah, it's like 85% of the people that murder and kill you and kidnap you and do bad shit to you
and molest
are people
children.
You know.
Like pedophiles, a lot of times, if people are fucking with
family members,
it's a family member.
Yeah.
Ugh. Fucking cut their hands off.
Among other things.
Okay, so that was fun. If you haven't heard, go to our Instagram and look at the new little tiny stickers. I've got them everywhere now.
Yes. Check our link tree. Oh, it's so cute. Though.
Yeah. So if you go to
a bigger one.
Well, we're gonna get bigger ones too. But I really like the little guy.
I like the mini one.
It's cute. If you go to our link in our Instagram or wherever, Facebook or Twitter, whatever, you can click the link at the top. I think it's at the very top, just to directly buy a sticker. Boom. Just click that link and it'll take you right where you need to go.
Boom, shaka.
Boom. All right. Until next time. Ta-ta.
For now.
Thanks for listening to Crime, Coffee, and Crafts. If you love our podcast, please rate and review us on Apple Podcasts. This helps us more than you know. If you really love us and want to support us, go to our website at www.crimecoffeeandcrafts.com. From there, you can join our Patreon, shop our merch, and find us on social media.